game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He might want another play. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Knox. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Collier. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Looking for space, it's Nichols. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. North Texas in the hurry up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like,
turning it on! And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw on third down. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to.
And that ball's free behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Mean Green with a ton of green to cover here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead is 6 in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the ground, it's Pringle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now sliding to his left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. He's still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Off the RPO. Fire right score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. North Texas in the hurry up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call enough.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We've had some early action here as they take over trailing 13-7. Here's the handoff. Creates a little space. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his legs, it's Pringle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run the option. Plows through the defense. And they get him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They're working that left side. Past the 30. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's Cook. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Alabama quickly back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Gets it out fast. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Pulls and fires complete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Pressure coming. There's the pressure. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your 1st drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. This game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Knox. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Now on the move. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3. The Mean Green, with awful field position, will try to find some room to operate on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama quickly back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Complete on the comeback. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay.
There he goes! Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The option look. He'll toss it. Looking for the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Quarterback adapting. Headed to the end zone. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Wants to pass. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they can't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Back to pass on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. To the air on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Brown. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Needs some more big plays here to get...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, Bama! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The snap sets up to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Texas will have to punt it away. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback making checks. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And incomplete on the deep ball.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads it left. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. North Texas in the hurry up. To the air on second down. The sure hands. It's Nichols. What a cut. Now he's loose. Wide open spaces. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy. And
touchdown, Mean Green! And that one will put him up here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knox. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Caught over the middle. It's Mitchell. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. Well, here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Line getting set on second down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Got it behind the line. It's Nichols. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll pull it down. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. North Texas will have to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll start this drive firing. Works the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Offense gets set for second down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now, here's second and long. He wants to change this route. He's got him. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man downfield. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On the run, it's Nichols. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Here comes the offense on second down. The corners are walked up tight. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. North Texas really has it going on offense. Off the play fake on first down. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Off the play fake. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Complete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Working that left side. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field, you get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Wants to go up top. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
North Texas in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. DB's right up on the receivers. On third down, he drops the throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Fair catch, called for and made. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. First down for this offense.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
North Texas lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Goes to the option. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
and that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Looking to throw on first down.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
They'll run it from the gun. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Neutral zone is on action. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Sends it back in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Got enough for the first. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call